Italy's Mafia parking racket, where free spots come with a threat and a price tag. In Italy, parking is free, unless the Mafia says otherwise. Welcome to Weird Geo Economy, the channel where we uncover how informal power structures twist everyday systems into underground economies. Today, we're taking a drive through Naples and Palermo, where the toughest part of your day isn't parallel parking. It's figuring out how much to pay the guy who doesn't even own the space. Because in some Italian cities, parking isn't controlled by the government. It's controlled by the Mafia. We're in southern Italy, particularly in Naples, Campania, and Palermo, Sicily. Two cities where organized crime isn't just a rumor or a film trope, it's infrastructure. And one of the most bizarre and persistent examples of this is the Mafia's control of public parking spaces. In districts like Forcella, Ballarò, and Quartieri Spagnoli, entire blocks of free, public parking are effectively owned by Mafia-affiliated parcheggiatori abusivi, illegal parking attendants. They don't wear uniforms, carry credentials, or hold city permits. What they do have is connections to the local Camorra or Cosa Nostra, and that's more than enough. This is Italy's Mafia parking economy, a street-level extortion network where public parking is treated like private property, with local crime groups extracting daily micropayments from thousands of drivers. Here's how it works. You find a free parking spot on a public street. A man, often casually dressed, maybe in his 40s or 50s, approaches you with a friendly but firm tone. He says something like, "Una piccola offerta," a small donation, or gives you a nod that means you better pay. If you comply, you're protected. If you don't, your car might get scratched, keyed, or mysteriously disappear by morning. It's an unofficial fee of €1 to €5 per visit, or more near stadiums, hospitals, or tourist zones. During events, it can go up to €20 or more, all cash only, tax-free, and backed by threats instead of tickets. Some of these enforcers manage dozens of spaces a day, making up to €500 to €1,000 a week. And they kick up a cut to their Mafia overseers, maintaining their territory and status. Because this is low-effort, high-yield extortion, and it thrives in environments with weak law enforcement presence, high unemployment, public fear of retribution, and a cultural sense of resignation. That's just how things are. For the Mafia, it's a way to assert territorial control, earn steady micro-revenue, and keep low-level members employed, essentially using street extortion as a training ground for criminal apprentices. It also serves as a daily reminder to locals that the Mafia, not the state, runs things in the neighborhood, from the corner shop to your parking meter. Even when police patrol, many officers turn a blind eye, either because they're understaffed on the take or too intimidated to act. This enterprise includes parcheggiatori abusivi, the men, and occasionally women, who manage the parking spots and interact with drivers. Mafia enforcers, who ensure territory is respected and profits are collected, occasionally rotating attendants between zones to avoid detection. Local residents who hate the system but often comply out of fear or sheer practicality. Business owners who sometimes collaborate in exchange for better parking access or protection from random vandalism. City officials who have tried periodic crackdowns but rarely sustain enforcement long enough to dismantle the networks. Even tourists have unknowingly participated, often mistaking the shakedown for a quirky local custom. Some Mafia-controlled parking zones have waitlists and shifts, with each abusive attendant assigned specific hours and earnings quotas, as if it were a legitimate job. Parcheggiatori can reserve spots with trash bins or makeshift cones which are quickly removed if you pay, or left in place if you don't. In Palermo, some hospital parking lots are so deeply Mafia-controlled, Locals joke that the Mafia offers better coverage than the hospital's own valet service. In parts of Italy, your car's safety isn't a matter of luck. It's a fee-based subscription to fear. Public streets become private rackets, and every parked car fuels an underground economy that runs on intimidation, cash, and silence. It's not just a scam. It's systematized extortion masquerading as a favor, and it's been going on for decades. Subscribe to Weird Geo Economy for more strange, stubborn, and shadowy financial ecosystems, where even a parking space can turn into a mafia micro-business.